Welcome to the Indy Roval. Your boy starts on pole from Akari Lopez and somehow still championship leader Palaminio. Then it's Lam Fong, Gabriela Barton, and a knock you from Arman Searle, Hash Sheldon, and Maddie Medved. Max Bortcar starts 10th from teammate Daf Sanchez. Then it's Bob Marino, Dominic Cudson, last time out race winner and second in the standings, Ray Shen, Tommy Okui, Wet Loco, and Miwash Micah in 18th from Gaz, Thornburg, Colby, and Olsen. Well, with everything set, it's time for the INDYCAR series in Indianapolis. All 5 lights go on. And we go green at the rival. Good start there from Akari Lopez off the line. He'll have the inside line into the first bank turn, and he uses it to his advantage. He takes a lead in front of your boy. Meanwhile, standings leader Nicholas Palaminio follows your boy to remain in third position. Medved's 5-second time penalty for causing a collision side by side between the 93 and the 27, heading through the hills of the second sector. Belt into the Roval, of course, and your boy now fighting with Labarton. There goes Palaminio down the inside. Nicholas Palaminio, after a consistent stream of no finishes or points finishes, he finds himself leading for all of a few seconds. Akari reclaims the race lead. Labarton moving up into third position in front of your boy as we go on board with car number 27 for Aaron McLaren SP. Winners last come out with Ray Shen. Can they do the same with your boy? But he has dropped down 3 positions after the race start. We're on to lap 2 of 18 for the race that has the most laps on the calendar. It's not the longest lap on the calendar. We just happen to run 18 of them here. Colby's been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision further back. Akari set a fastest opening sector, but Palaminio might be flying in this second sector. He's trying to go after that race lead. And honestly, he does need some points. He's been hanging on without them for quite a while as Thornburg's been given a time penalty for causing a collision. But that number 93 definitely been struggling to finish in the past few rounds, but at the same time, can't really blame him. They are hard tracks. And with the low line coming through the final turn, it's Palaminio to the lead. But your boy from France sets a new fastest lap of 58.0 and swoops up into the race lead. How about that for show-stopping? On board we go with the 93. And he's looking for a way to try and get past this your boy, and I think he's found his outlet. Goes around the outside, only using push to pass, and he's into the lead. Half a second up on the McLaren driver. And he's going to want to increase that race leading margin. Labarton swoops down the inside to get in front of Akari, but he's still alongside with the Apex Pinnacle driver. Here comes Lam Fong to see what he can do to add to the equation. Side by side into the chicane. Kept it actually quite clean there as we go on board with car number 19. Lewis Olsen further back with a track limits warning. Labarton moving up into 4th, side by side with Lam Fong. One of these two has the slipstream heading down the straight, but the other one's got the shorter distance around the track. And it's distance that's favoured Lam Fong up into 4th position. And now Labarton going alongside with the Vietnamese driver, rumoured to be driving in Apex. Not in Apex GP, rumoured to be driving in the Ace Championship next season. As Enoch now finding his way into the fight for the final place on the podium. This is more like INDYCAR. The entire field separated by 8 seconds. The race leading margin being under half a second rather. Off the track there for the race leaders. You often see drivers hitting that inside wall. That's a very deep lunge there from the Hungarian Wet Loco. In that number 35 car, went side by side with Carson Thornburg, forced to take the high line. Who's gone low? That's not Wet Loco for most of that turn. It was Miwash Micah. All of the hard tire runners at the very back of the pack, and your boy's taking the lead. Palomino has been dethroned up front. And now for the Hyperdrive BBX driver, what can he do to try and reclaim the race lead? He's looking for every line he can. The top two have blasted away from the rest of the pack. 2.8 seconds is the difference between Palomino and Akari Lopez's. Now the Spaniards got attack mode. France versus Spain into the chicane. And there's still not really the look of a move being made yet. Palomino could choose to go low here, but he opts to stay high and dive into the pits. A third of the way through this race and hard tires going on. I think Hyperdrive might want to try the 2-stop strategy versus the 3-stop. Hudson and Borkar both into the pits. Look at that, Ray Shen up into 11th position in front of Kui. And now he's looking for a move on Cyril. No, he's having to defend from Kui, who got a monster run through turn 3 to hold on to 11th position. And just about stays in front of Ray Shen there. Look at that from Daf Sanchez, looking for the lunge and still just about can't make it. Meanwhile, Schmeicher has been given a time penalty for causing a collision. It's an orange one too with McLaren from Pinnacle. And honestly, that Apex Pinnacle team, with their team principal at the helm in Akari Lopez, very glad to have this man still being as consistent as he is. And there's been a time penalty awarded to Olsen as there goes Akari to the race lead. Medveds is pitted, but Akari Lopez now up into the race lead here in Indy. Your boy sends it back down the inside, defying his own tyre wear. Somehow still finding grip with those soft tyres. The rookie in the 27 defending from a multiple all-season driver and a Formula E champion. There goes the 10, making that lunge down the inside. Does he have the grip with the mediums to hold on to it? No, he doesn't. Your boy with the shorter way around the turn, and now with attack mode. He's definitely giving us a show and a masterclass in defensive driving from that number 27. And just a quick reminder, he's a rookie. We've got yellows further back. Who is that for? It's for Ray Shen. Front wing damage for the number 33. That's going to hold up Palomino and those guys. In comes Akari with Labarton and Lam Fong. Somehow, your boy continues to defy his own tyre wear, because most of the guys who have tried this strategy, 8 laps on their tyres, they are either on the mediums or the hards. Your boy and Niven Colby are the 2 drivers out there who have done 8 laps on their softs. It's theoretically possible to do the one-stop strategy. Few drivers are actually going to want to do that. In fact, I don't think anyone's going to want to do the one-stop, honestly. It just seems too risky, especially into the following chicane. Hash Sheldon came into the previous race in Texas, second in the standings. He's now third after not finishing. And just talking about the point standings, as an OQ on the back of Hash Sheldon, and we've got some dark clouds here in Indy. It's just wild to think about. We've got a championship leader who has failed to score points in the past 3 rounds. He was so consistent in the first half of the season. The floodlights are on. Do we have rain? I don't think we've got rain, but most of the drivers have come in. Palomino is now second. Meanwhile, Schmeicher trying to defend from most all of the pack. It's Bob Marino who leads the pack. Sorry for getting him confused with the Season 2 champion. Most of the pack, though, going side by side. It's unbelievably close as we go on board with the 3. He's been passed by 2 driver's aids. Also been passed by Max Borkart. There is the number 29 at half race distance. Marino's done half of the race on the same set of medium, so is Loco. Gasly and Tommy have done half the race on the hard, so is meanwhile Schmeicher, who's currently running up in 4th position. He's let Medveds go through as he looks for a podium chance. And Micah, even with that attack mode, really struggling with the tyres. And Labarton with a track limits warning. Somehow they managed to roughly all keep it clean through the chicane. Cyril set a fastest second sector of anyone. Flying with those new soft tyres as we're on board with the 97 of Carsten Thornberg and Marino Pitts, as well as Micah, Loco, Gasly. They're all into the pits. Tommy, we believe, is staying out for his 10th lap on the same set of tyres that he started this race with. Those hard tyres have seen everything, honestly. And I think I understand Hyperdrive's strategy now. They know how quick that number 93 is. He's expected to go to Formula E next season if he can find a seat. If not, he might continue as IndyCar becomes Champ Car. And just some news, we have confirmed a full oval race, but it's not the Indy 500. The US 500, quite possibly what could be seen. And those mediums after 4 laps already wearing. We've got yellows. Who's that for? Someone's gone off in the chicane. They've got it cleared, but not for too much longer. Someone else off the track, and that's O'Quee, who went flying off the track there. Ran over some front wing debris, and I think we might see the man who caused that come into the pits, maybe. Well, Tommy's in, and he doesn't have damage. It's our man Cyril who caused that brief yellow flag period. We are lucky not to have any full course cautions called today. Ray Shen in that 33, now trying to defend from Bob Marino, can't do it. The 14 moves up into tough position. Where is the man second in the standings heading into this race? Ray Shen. He's down in 13th. Nicholas Palaminio, everybody. I hate using this word in the modern context, but he's just got this aura that surrounds him. And it's very cool to see. Here comes Gabriel Labarton going down the inside with Matty Medvets. Those two going side by side. Keeping it close for the race lead fight. Medvets in the slipstream. Stays high with Nico. Doesn't want to pit at this stage as they begin lap 12 of 18. So I think Palaminio and Medved's both able to do the 2-stop strategy. Will we see anyone go for the 3-stopper? But someone's gone off the track. And it's Pierre Gasly at the very back of the pack. Medved is into the lead. Nicholas Palaminio has been dethroned out in front. You can see Medved was using that push to pass, and Palaminio is still using it. Is he going to go down the inside for the lunge? Almost forced Medved into the wall. Nicholas Palaminio back up into the race lead, as now his hard tyres, they've got more tread than the softs on that number 66 car. He goes side by side with Nico Palaminio, and through the chicane they go. They keep it away from the wall. The inside line belonging to Palaminio on exit. Bortkar's been given a time penalty for causing a collision, and for the hyperdrive man, he goes low. Low goes Nicholas Palaminio into the pits for Matty Medved. He has to do the 2-stop. Palaminio theoretically could go ahead and do the 1-stop strategy, but is it the one that'll win the race? Probably not. Labarton with 2-lap fresher hard compound tyres is now in the slipstream. He pulls out of it. Attack charge, as it would be known in Formula E, but push to pass rather, being used by both drivers out front, trying to go around the outside for Labarton, and I think he's made it. He's made the move, still using push to pass, and he's really pushed those tyres to its limits to pass Nicholas Palaminio with 5 to go. We're on board with the 93. He's using attack mode. I don't think he's going to want to use any push to pass. You might have to regen for the next few laps, and that's not really something that you want to hear on the radio, especially if you want to try and fight back and take a position. Is off the track there. Ray Shen went very close to the wall. That's a very deep move there for Kui to take second, as Medved has been given a track limits warning. Off the track has gone Wek Loco, as Tommy also off into the wall. We were on board it as he slid off the track. Gasly's coming through the chicane now. Just about misses Wek Loco, who's dropped to the very back of the pack. We've got drivers coming in for their second stops. Those yellows have now been cleared. We've got greens in the entirety of the 3rd sector now. And Palaminio's been caught by Akari. He's not fast enough with those tyres being the way that they are to get past Labarton. Akari moves up into 2nd position. Palomino needs to find something, digs deep, takes second, and the attack mode that comes with it. And he's now gonna have to try and maintain that position. I don't think he's gonna go after the lead. Lebargton might go after that race win. As there goes Hash Sheldon side by side with the car. He takes the low line and moves up into third. He's now got attack mode on Nicholas Palomino. As we begin lap 15, Hash Sheldon up into second position. Who knows how crucial that could be for the championship. As into the wall again for Tommy. Tommy's off the track and hit by Max Bortcar, who slides. Bortcar slides, but he's got it back underway, and I think we should get green flags. We do have green flags. Sheldon running second there. Oh my goodness for Ikari. So close to contact with Nico. And I think we've seen the strategy. Just go as long as you can on that first stint without losing too much track position. Because you can see the championship leader drops off the podium. And OQ is onto it. And I think Ikari's going to get past too. Yes, Ikari Lopez to P4. He's got the oldest tyres of anyone, does Nicholas Palomino. And this race doesn't look to be a two-stop for most drivers, or at least the race winners. In comes an OQ, Ikari Lopez and Nicholas Palomino, who goes on to the mediums. Lebargton leads the pack. I think this lap could be the last lap where we could see drivers realistically come into the pits. Hash Sheldon now on the back of Gabrielle. We've got yellows again in Sector 3. And it's for Lewis Olsen. Started from the very back of the pack. He's made many stops today. Sheldon going down the inside to take the lead here in Indianapolis. On board we are with car number 19. That's Gabrielle Lebargton for AJ Foyt Enterprise. And in that blue, red and white car, sponsored by ABC Supply, he's got attack mode. Into the chicane they go. They keep it out of the wall. We've been lucky not to have any full course cautions today, as I've already said. Marino running up in third. That's a brilliant result so far for that team. And Palomino came out of the pits in 14th. He might not score points today. As on to the penultimate lap of this race we go. Sheldon leads from Lebargton and Marino. Where's Ray Shen in all of this? I think Shen might be in the top positions. We've got more yellows though, and it's our man Cyril. Cyril off the track. Tries to get it right, it hits the wall though. He needs to get this done quickly. Doesn't get hit by Lewis Olsen crucially and gets it back on track. Ray Shen is 15th, so not scoring points. Hash Sheldon has the opportunity to take the lead in the standings heading into the final two races. And I think he might do it. I think he's going to do it. Guys, I think we might have the Indian driver leap up into the lead of the standings. And boy, oh boy, what an upset that would be to have Nicholas Palomino not win this championship this season. But here we go, on to the final lap in Indianapolis. The Indy GP, only won by rookies for the most part in its history. And I think we're about to see that happen again this season. Keeping an eye on the minimap there to see if any yellow flags happen to any of the drivers further back, but Hash Sheldon is actually running away with this race lead, and I think Tommy's gone off the track. He has. Tommy off the track, still with that front wing damage. Everyone's going to finish on the lead lap today. For Hash Sheldon, he just has to defend for one more sector, effectively. Lebargton's got his real last shot going through the final turn. We've seen moves made there before in the history of the ERL. And for Gabrielle Lebargton, he's close. Is he close enough for the move? Coming through the final turn. If he's going to have to make a move, he kind of has to go low, and he doesn't. We've got yellows again, but it's Hash Sheldon who takes victory in Indianapolis. And who caused those yellow flags? I don't know who caused them. Don't think we will know who caused them. Oh, it's Ray Shen. Shen calls the yellows. Palomino will walk away today with no points scored. Not good for his championship challenge today. And we've got yellows in the opening sector. That's for Miłosz Majka. He hit the wall. Hit at pit lane. Longest stints. Lebarton, Sanchez and Thornburg all managed to do 11 laps. But it was the one-stop strategy that would win. Gasly stole the fastest lap of 57.1 at the end of that lap. Here's your podium. Haas Sheldon of India leads the pack and takes victory from Gabriel Lebarton and Bob Marino. Who knows how much of an impact that could have come season's end. We're not too far away now. As for the rest of your finishes, you've got Sanchez from Fong, your boy, Inoue, Hudson, Kui and Lopez. Outside of the top 10, you've got Matty Medveds, Nicholas Palomino, who's been leading the championship for the vast majority of the season. Then Ray Shen, Niven Colby, Miłosz Majka, Thornburg, Borkjar, Olsen, Loco, Gasly, Cyril and Tommy. In the driver's standings, Sheldon leads, and it's 13 points, the deficit that Nicholas Palomino has now. Behind Nico, he's got Dav Sanchez for company from Ray Shen, Lam Fong, Okui and Carson Thornburg. Bob Marino is 8th from Max Borkjar, Gabriel Lebarton and Pierre Gasly. Dennis Miłosz Majka, your boy, Niven Colby, Arman Cyril, Akari Lopez, Inoue, Tommy, Manny Medveds, Wet Loco, Dominic Hudson and Lewis Olsen. Heading into the penultimate round of the championship. Oh, this could be a bad one for many teams. Hyperdrive BBX leads the pack from Andretti Green Racing and Aaron McLaren SP. Then it's Team Penske Revolution Racing, Manthe Motorsport, Chip Ganassi, Apex Pinnacle, Power Motorsport, AJ Foyt Enterprise and Meyer Shank Racing. We will see you guys next time then for the penultimate round in the ERL IndyCar Series.